So they are invaders in land that doesn't belong to them. Occupation, when it comes to war, just basically means an enemy force. Does that make sense? Let's talk about... Hold on, guys. Sorry. People in their systems. Okay. I had to remove my foot from underneath Lexi's head. Sorry, guys. You would be surprised at how heavy her head is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're going to talk about Gaza and the blockade. Bear Marie Dixon, lay your butt down and be quiet. You literally just came back in. No, ma'am. We're going to talk about Gaza and the blockade. After international Palestinian political splits in 2007, Israel and at times Egypt on its border imposed a land, sea, and air blockade on Gaza, restricting movement of people and goods. Rights and humanitarian groups have documented how that blockade has devastated daily life and economy. Does anybody know of one example of the blockade affecting humanitarian aid? Hey, what's up, Caden's mom? Does anybody know of a recent incident in which the blockade affected humanitarian aid into Gaza? Quit. So I'm going to bring up a really good example of how this blockade, Palestinian aid ships arrested in international waters. So, in 2010, the Mave Marmara Israel forces intercepted a flotilla of 6 ships, including the Mave Marmela, carrying aid to Gaza in international water. A confrontation ensued, resulting in the deaths of 10 activists and injuries to dozens. Why don't we talk about that? Why is that not brought up? 10 activists died in 2010 trying to bring aid to Gaza because Israel didn't want it getting through. The Mandaline, in June of 2025, the Israel military accepted the Gazan Frida Flotilla Madeleine boat in international waters, detaining the 12-person crew, including activist Greta Thunberg. The vessel was carrying humanitarian supplies such as baby formula and medicine for Gaza. The Hendela, in July of 2025, Israel naval forces intercepted the Handela, a humanitarian aid vessel carrying 21 activists, in international waters and forcibly redirected it to Ashdod. Communications were cut and those on board were detained. So, international waters means that there's no jurisdiction. Israel had no jurisdiction to intercept those ships. It killed 10 activists in 2010, and it's detained over 33 people in the last 2 months. But we are continuing to send taxpayers' dollars to Israel. Why? We'll get into it. Stats that hit home. Multi-year analysis shows Gaza's economy and access to essentials like safe water and medical care have been severely limited under the blockade. What do you think ordinary people need most during a conflict? Safety, food, water, medical care, or freedom of movement? It's a trick question. They need all of them. The peace process and why it stalled, guys. In 1993, Israel and Palestine leaders signed the Oslo Accords, mutual recognition, and a plan for gradual Palestine self-governance, aiming towards a two-state solution. Some hoped it would end occupation. Others warned it left core issues: Jerusalem, borders, refugees, settlements, to later talks. Years passed, settlements grew, violence and mistrust deepened, and the process unraveled. Did anybody learn anything new so far in this talk? And those of you who did learn something new, tell me how what you've learned makes you feel. Curious, angry, heartbroken, determined. Good morning, Dog Mom. We are discussing the Israel-Palestine conflict this morning. Hey, Lippy. So I want to make my position very, very clear. I am a pro-Palestine, but I also recognize that it is not without conflict, and so that a two-state solution, a true two-state solution, is the only options we have. But I want to explain what a pro-Palestine stance clearly means to me. How could they get away with holding them in international waters? That's a good question. Let's look that up. Because to me that seems a little like an act of war, correct? How was Israel not in trouble for detaining activists in international waters? So basically, because the UN's not united on this issue, and I want to talk about why the UN's not united on this issue. There's a lot of different reasons that people think that they're supposed to support Israel. One, ever since World War I and the Nazis, we feel like Jewish people are the chosen of God, and a lot of people use religion as a basis to back Israel. But let's take religion out of it for a minute, guys. Basically, what we're seeing is outrage but no accountability. It seems to be the way 2025 works. Everyone's outraged, but nobody's doing anything. Hey, Trish. I want to explain what a pro-Palestinian stance for me means. Supporting Palestine means centering universal rights, freedom from occupation, equality under the law, safety for civilians, the right to return, or just a solution for refugees and self-determination. It doesn't mean erasing Israel's trauma or ignoring the rights of Jewish Israels. It means insisting that no people's freedom comes by denying another's. Credible human rights research was concluded that the current system across the West Bank and Gaza amounts to systematic discrimination, with Palestinians living under a separate and unequal regime. That is why you hear the word apartheid in legal analysis and UN rapporteur reports. You don't have to agree with every label to recognize the urgent power imbalance and the need to end it. If anybody wants sources, see the UN bodies and major human rights organization assessments. Good morning. Lakota, I want to ask you something as one of the only other indigenous women in the room right now. Do you see a echo of what English citizens did to indigenous people here from the Israelite and Palestinian conflict? Tina Tuna, you're going to have to wait a minute, ma'am. We're almost done. Apparently Tina Tuna's live trying to get our attention, but she can wait. We have a couple minutes left of this talk, and I really want to get through the practical steps of solidarity. Do some looking into it and come back to me when you get a chance, love. I'd really like your opinion on it. So what solidarity can look like, practical steps. Learn from Palestinian historians, journalists, and human rights organizations. Verify all information with the UN and reputable outlets. Language, say occupied Palestinian territory, including East Jerusalem, West Bank, and the Gaza. This reflects international law. Advocate, call for an end to settlement expansion and an end to the blockade, protection of civilians, and a political process grounded in rights and accountability. Humanitarian relief vetted by reputable agencies on the ground. History isn't a choose-your-own adventure. It has records, laws, and lived experiences. If we want a just peace, we have to tell the whole story and act on its demands. Okay, so let's go over to fucking Tuna here. Apparently Tuna's begging for our attention. Tuna Tina, bless your ugly heart. Racing folks over Walmart shopping carts. So basically a breakdown is in 1948, the Jewish people basically were given land by the British people. Unfortunately, there was 700,000 Palestinians that were relocated due to their behavior. Take a good look at it. I find it pretty interesting.
I got people. Alerta máximo en todo.
It's a lot like when the English people came into the Americas.
What does that tell you? We can't go to their lives because we're blocked, obviously. So yeah, they think they can talk all this shit. And Dawn, just so you know, I have never in my life called no suicide hotline. Ever.
Bitch, you did it on live. Why are you lying? You also called the prayer line.
Ever.
Did Dawn really say your husband was a stone? Yes. The video on Megan MC on August 19th, exactly at 17 minutes into it, in 50 seconds, you would have Puppy Powell talking about me and saying stolen father and that my husband didn't do 22 years. You would have Dawn saying, oops. She paused and saying, yeah. Playing to Puppy Powell that my husband's a stolen father. So yes.
I did
Your
call
mama
the
had
prayer
the number.
hotline. Now, mind you, they wanted money. It was not a legit prayer line. As far as suicide hotline, never in my life have I called there. The worst place I called was the freaking the morgue, but I didn't know it until it was too late. But they all sat there, laughed, had fun.
And they gave numbers.
Yeah, they gave numbers, and in fact, they begged for it every fucking day.
I did not. You're a goddamn liar,
Terrible
King.
person.
But it's funny, they don't nail a dog sitting, but ADT was quick to fucking out and said, do y'all find bad?
Did y'all find bad?
Yeah. Good morning, Callie.
Morning. Vegas, number one, you need to, listen before you react, because what I said was, somebody said, what did I miss? And I said a whole lot of shit talking going on. I hope the person comes in here. I was talking about the motherfucker that said it about your husband, and I was waiting for him to come in so I could confront him. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Before you fucking jump and send me nasty messages, you should really take a deep breath, because I'm getting a little...
Legless is mad.
Okay, but you don't want to sit with the person that listen, that's not the point. That is not the point. I am not disrespectful to you. Okay, but you sit with somebody that keeps my husband being stone fat, but you don't say nothing. Okay, you go sit with somebody that... Oh, my God. You sit with people that don't...
Crash out.
Okay. Because one thing about me...
She was taking up for your husband, too.
Well, she didn't start saying names. You're not somebody talking shit.
Oh my God.
Well, we're not talking shit. We're talking facts.
You couldn't talk facts if they were in front of your face, Tina.
Agreeing with Poppy, though, did she?
Good morning.
Why was you Dawn about agreeing with Poppy and saying that my husband's a sound father? Nobody said one thing about Dawn. Agreeing with Poppy and saying that my husband's a sound father. But okay.
All right, where was I now? I'm lost.
Oh, anyway, I'm in thousand. ADT had a lot to say when she came back.
Oh, yeah, she did. And,
They're fighting with Dawn right now.
And she wanted to know where Beth was at. I thought y'all wasn't Dawn. I thought y'all didn't care where she was at. Then why is ADT like, did y'all find Beth yet? That's really weird. You think?
everybody knows we already know where Beth is. That's
Nope.
the problem.
Nope.
Yeah, but it's funny how Dawn over there and said they don't care where Beth is at, but why did ADT come back asking them, did they find Beth?
Right.
That makes no sense. If y'all don't care where she's at, why is ADT in your box saying, do y'all find her yet? Where she's at?
Right. Oh, and Dawn, was it not said that if I would call them...
That's what I
would
heard,
call you a
too.
Job? Is that what I heard?
Oh, yeah, and pizza.
Oh, was it the pizza or the job?
She said she can see you on pizza. And the jobs.
Oh, and the job?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dawn, I've made it very clear to everybody. If you blame me for something and I did not do it, I will do it. Okay? So, I mean, Lord of mercy. You just put a nail in your own coffin, Dawn.
Destiny, they don't give you a time when CP has come out.
Good morning, Raider.
It wasn't Moses. They will come ASAP, okay? Okay.
I believe Beth sat right there online and said, I called her job. Not Tina called her job.
No, I called
Not
Dawn's
Vega
job.
called her job. Not Melissa. I called her job. That's what Beth said.
Yep.
But now Tina called her job. Okay. When I call your job, I'll call and do what I do, and then I'll send video to prove what a piece of shit you are.
Damn.
Well, I haven't called nobody's job, and I haven't ordered nobody.
The prison job,
No,
I'm pretty sure,
neither have I.
I'm pretty sure Dawn was like wanting you to call the prison. She was one of the people.
Oh, I know.
She double dare you.
And she wasn't working at the prison when I called. I called to prove that the bitch never ever had a job,
Okay.
and she didn't.
But I did tell you put me under investigation,
No, she
bitch.
didn't.
They didn't even
That's
know who the
okay.
fuck she was.
Remember, Dawn said that's okay because when she called the Dollar Tree, it was to just verify if she works there or not. So if you do that, that's okay.
That's what I did.
Dawn said that today.
Right.
All I did was verify you were
So then
there.
why
Your
is she bringing
server
up
gave us
prison?
the
Because
schedule.
You did the same thing she was doing at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, I didn't hear her bring up the prison.
Yeah, they brought up the prison. They said, and Tina called the prison.
I absolutely did.
She was talking
Because,
when she was. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was saying when she was talking about how awful you are for calling all these places and the prayer line. Wait, I can't even talk. Prayer line and all that stuff. She said that you even called the prison.
Yeah. No, I called the prison to prove that Beth was lying, and I proved exactly that.
No, you didn't.
She
You
never had an interview. She
Okay.
never had a job. And they said, in fact, if she did, they would not hire her because they don't, they don't need that trash in their facility.
Okay, that's not
So
what
Beth,
was said.
Try again. Good morning, Brandon.
You cannot work there with a warrant.
Well, she does not need to be working around prisoners anyways. When it comes to prisoners, daycares, I will be the first to call, and I'm not going to lie about that. I would definitely be the
I
first to
help you
call.
better your life. I got no teeth. Okay.
Yeah. So, Raider, Dawn is live, running her mouth about us. Now, all of a sudden, she has a problem with me making prank phone calls.
She's always
Apparently,
there and
suicide
lied.
hotline never
She
happened.
did not agree with Puppy. And wasn't sitting there with Puppy Power.
She's not even live anymore, you weirdo.
ADT had a lot to say. She's a mad little elf this morning.
So are y'all.
Who else had a lot to say?
ADT,
Here come
Everybody
Aaron.
in the phones over there
she went out of country and still couldn't get some deek.
had a- Tina.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
My thing is, though, with a prison job, Beth flipped out about, like, oh, they called my job. Like, how the hell you get fired from a job you never even had? It's not a thing. You can't get fired from a job you never had or never even applied for.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Just like you can't get
Exactly.
fired from a job, huh?
And that's when she was trying to raise money to go get all these clothes and Ubers. And I just had to prove her wrong because she does this all the fucking time.
Huh. There's always a job that she has to wait for the training person, or they have to wait for the position to open up, or she has to do the training. She needs clothes for it. Something like that. It's always some sort of scam to get more money.
You're
It's all
an
about the money.
idiot,
It's all
Raider.
about the money for her dabs because she's a hug addict.
Right.
It's all money for my
And
dabs
it's
because
always
I'm a
been
hug
that way.
addict.
That's how I wish
Okay.
she wasn't having an interview there. Because she's a habitual liar.
Okay, Tina.
And
Why don't you tell everybody how I'm at Mountain View RV Park again?
And no corrections officer, even in Colorado, is going to meet someone like Beth at a 420 store and be like, yeah, I want you to work for my prison. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, well, apparently, the guard lived at the trailer park where she did.
That's a lie.
That was her story.
Never said that.
So, but if Dawn wants to accuse me of calling her job, all right.
It was not even a trailer park. It was a little offbeat hookah behind a fucking crackhead hotel. It's like a highway. Oh my god. That she could hear full went there.
Right?
Back to work, right?
Yep.
So I have a question on that. So when someone threatened to call her job, I believe it was Beth. I could be wrong on that. They said that she said that she was all of a sudden taking a leave to take care of her mom. But
Right.
now she's going back to work. Like, you know,
Her mom didn't die soon enough.
Jesus, Tina.
I'm just being honest.
Anyways, like, it makes me wonder if she lied and she got put on like some sort of leave of absence or something because, you know, or you know, suspension.
Like you lied about being fired, Raider? Like you lied about being
She's
fired.
gonna die sooner than with. Her mom's a fighter. Bless her mom. No, I'm not kidding on that one.
I was ready for an elbow because God damn it.
I do feel bad for Don's mom. Like I mean, all drama aside, like I feel for Don's mom.
I pray for Don's mom every night. Not gonna
I
lie.
don't. I pray that
Vegas.
I pray that Dawn goes before mama.
Oh, God.
I really hope that Dawn goes before mama. I really do.
I don't wish anyone dead. Mm-mm.
I wish all y'all dead. That's a bunch of Nazi bloodlines we no longer have to deal with.
I want Dawn gone before mama does.
Okay, next subject.
I want that to happen to her mama. I want that want Dawn to go. I won't be sad either if her mama is gone.
Wow. But I'm a piece of shit for asking if her mom made it through the night.
Dawn didn't own mother. I mean, she was literally on live talking about Beth when her mom was in the hospital, having surgery or whatever. It's sad.
It is sad. But anyways, Dawn, every one of them motherfuckers over there sitting there saying, oh yeah, Dina calls the prayer hotline, blah, blah, blah. Dawn, every one of them motherfuckers over there were in my live or in the box and sending me numbers. So what now, Dawn?
So that's all you're doing is proving you're all pieces of shit, Tina.
I just hate the fact that Don puts people in, you know, awkward positions because they love us, they like Don, they, you know, they try to play both sides, and Don puts them in an awkward position. I mean, look what happened to Bobfather. You know, he got booted because he was over here. It's just sad. You know, the hypocrisy of like, I don't care who you talk to or whose live you go in, and then all of a sudden he's booted. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It's crazy, isn't it? Vegas, the retard.
Vegas the retard.
We don't say that word, remember? That's a bad word.
Retard.
With the W. I can smoke too with that bacon. And I don't have to talk like you.
Everybody say, Davina, Davina.